Hello. Hello, we have an excellent connection as of now. We'll give it 1 minute and we're going to hope that it does not go down to something less than excellent. I don't know about this lighting here. I really don't. But it's okay. Hello, you got the notice. So that's good. Can you hear me? Wolverine, you're here. Hello, Apple Brooks. Can you all hear me? I can't hear myself. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Thank you for joining me. You caught a live feed. Oh, that's perfect, Wolverine. Thank you all. So yeah, let me see about this lighting, you all. We're going to go over to the ghost satellite imagery because I think there's a great big UFO or something there. I really think something is going on. That's wonderful. No, I'm starting to spin around. Here's what it says. YouTube. I'm going to show you what it's showing me. Let me show you what is on the screen. Okay, let me come back over here. See what it's telling me? I had an excellent connection, and then all of a sudden, within 1 minute, it does this to me. So I'll open up the widget. See, I'll open it. So yeah. So we can look at this, you all. It looks like we're kind of doing good. King Ahujamindo, hello. We want to go over to the ghost satellite imagery, you all. I think I'm on just the screen, so that's good. Let's come over here. And I have no way of knowing whether or not that I'm on here. If you're on the screen, we're going to go over here because there's something going on with the ghost satellite imagery. I think there's a great big activity happening in the South China Sea, in the Pacific Ocean is what I'm thinking is happening. That's what I think is happening. Something going on in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, so let's see if I can watch myself. You all just hold 1 moment. I've got to see if I'm even on here. Okay, I'm looking on my phone, you all, because I've got to try to navigate this. I got to see what you're seeing, if that's all right. We're going to go over here. We're going to look. Yes, I will continue. That's perfecto. Although I'm not getting a good... I got good enough on my phone. That's all I needed to know. So let's go over here, you all. I went over here. You can go to the ghost satellite imagery. But this is really interesting. So we're going to come... Oh, what did I do? I went right here. That's where I think I went. The tropical Pacific Ocean, maybe? Yeah, that's where I went. Tropical Pacific Ocean. Okay. Now, this doesn't look too nice. We got to wait for it to load, you all. So what I did is I wanted to see the animation loop. So we're going to have to wait a tad bit, and I hope that this is coming through for you all. We got to wait for it to load. Okay, you can see it's loading. Okay, it looks all fine and dandy. Yes, you all, it looks good. I can see that we are lagging behind, and that's okay. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do a 240 loop, 240 frames back. So we'll have... Whoa, what was that? We're going to give it a second. Yes, hello, thank you. David, honey, yes, that's what I reported on last night. I didn't get to bed till 1 a.m. I saw that last night, right when I was getting ready to go to bed, and I thought, I got to do a live video. So we went back 240 frames. I want to make this big enough for you all to see. Okay, let's watch this. So, I'm just going to let you watch it do its loop. We're going back 240. I hope they did not remove it on here. If they remove it, that's okay, because I was able to. Okay, you just saw it. We're just going to watch it. Okay. You know what's interesting too? If you look up here, let me pause this. Is what I'm going to do. What's interesting is, well, we can't go all the way back there. I'm going to go back there anyway. I want to go all the way back to the very beginning, so we can see this. You all, let's do this, and just bear with me. Oh no, what happened? Okay, that's my phone not working right. So, are we cutting out, you all? Okay, you can see this right here. Right here, let's look at this right here, what's happening. Okay, now let's go forward, because we're going to see like what looks like a big old long yellow UFO right here. We're going to rock this. I'm not going to rock it right there, but we're going to do this. Uh-oh. You had an earthquake in New Mexico, yeah. So look at this line right here. This is weird, because as we go forward like this, and of course you can see all these frequencies, but that's not what I'm supposed to be focusing on. Let's go slow, because you have to go really slow in order to see when that UFO shows up. I'm just going to call it a UFO just for the sake of it, okay, to keep safe. That's what I want to do. Call it a UFO to keep safe. We haven't got to it yet, you all. You just got to bear with me. We got to go into the daylight hours. Why isn't it showing up? Oh my gosh, you all, do you see what happened? It's not showing up. Okay, there it is right there. Look at this. What's that? This is at today at 140 minutes. Okay, that's what it is. So 16, 18. It's around 740. Is that what it equates to? Around 740, maybe. I don't know, but look at this. Look at the area that it's at. This is the Hawaiian. This is the chain of islands in Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean. Look at this. Right here. No! They cut my live feed? Are we still here? No. Okay, Applebrooks, thank you, honey. I was starting to get a little scared. I was really getting a little bit scared. Okay, we're still good. Look at this. Is this a UFO? This happened at, okay, 7:40. Right here. This right here happened at 7:40. Okay, so we've seen that. Let me pull this one thing up over here too. If I can come down here to my screenshots, we're going to go all the way down here, and I'm going to pull these up so you can look at them. So right here, get off of there. See right here? This is a smaller one in that area. It's going this way, right here. Here's the islands. Here's the Hawaiian Islands. And you have this little bitty thing that happens at 2300 hours yesterday. So around 11:30 at night. This occurs yesterday around that area. Let's do this. See, look, here's the time stamp right here. And here is the object. Whatever's right here in the Pacific Ocean, but this is the Hawaiian Islands. Okay, now look at this. So this happened at 7:40 right here. This is around the same area too. What's going on? I think there's really some activity occurring is what I think is occurring. That's today. Okay. And look at this. So this is the same thing today. You can see it. It looks like a big, massive, long UFO, longer than these islands if you were to turn it. And do I really think it's a UFO? Sure, we'll go with the UFO. We'll go with a UFO in the Pacific Ocean. That's what we'll go with right there. What's this? Because it shouldn't be there. It really shouldn't be there, but it is there. Okay, yeah, it shouldn't be there, but it is there. So let's go back to that satellite imagery thing that we were supposed to be flipping through until I messed it up. Yeah, there was another time that it showed up too. I just have to go slow. There could, well, I'm sure there's UFOs over there. I really do think that there are UFOs in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to pass this up. But we can look at this. We can. You can see what's happening. This is that area right there. That's all right. We're not going to look at it no more. We're just going to push the button. Push the button and watch you look at it. Watch you look at this go around because you can look at it. Let's get this cursor out of the way. You see it flashing. And you know that flashed at 1 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon or 1 in the morning. The first flash occurred at 1 in the morning. And I don't know why it didn't show on here when we were looking at. Oops, sorry about that. Let me. Oh no. Yeah, let's do this. Every time he mentioned you, she mentioned your whatever, it cuts off. Okay. So it's July the 13th, which is today. We're looking at around 7 o'clock. It shows up 7:40. And here's July the 12th. Over there in the area in the Pacific Ocean. Southwest, it just showed up. Of the Hawaiian Islands. There it was at 1 something in the morning. I want to try to hit this key when it stops so we can capture that one. And this may not be for everyone. You may think, oh, this is kind of boring watching this. That's okay. I don't think it's boring. I really don't. I think it's kind of exciting, a tad bit exciting. Where did you all see that other one? That other one showed up, but then it disappeared. At like 1 in the morning. I think it just showed up. Let me do this. I'm trying to stop it. I really am. Let's let it play. We shrink it down. Yeah. No, I really don't want to do that. You can go over here to the Go satellite imagery and you can see for yourself. I just want to get to the 1 o'clock in the morning, but it's not going to show us. That's too bad. Because that bar showed up 2 times in this video is what it did. And it's not showing up again. I really thought it showed up at the 1 o'clock time stamp. If I just go slow, maybe we can see it. No, it didn't. That's about right. Let me turn this back to me in a moment. Let me just get off of this one right here. Let's go back to this Go satellite thing, you all. Let me put this back on me, you all. I'm having a... Yeah. All I wanted to show is, like, I think there's a great big UFO in the Pacific Ocean around the Hawaiian Islands. And it's to the... how could we say it? So north, south, east, west, southwest of the Hawaiian Islands. And it's not a normal occurrence to be seeing. It's not at all. Yes, welcome back, King Ohucho Mindo. Let's go back to this screen here. I just want to go back to just the screen. I'm not too good at navigating this, but we're gonna look at the I don't know if there's anything going on in the northern Pacific Ocean, but you know, you can certainly look. You can come here and look at these because it's really interesting. Whoa, look up here. Will you ever wonder what are these things that are up there? Because there's a lot of activity that takes place. You just got to wait for this thing to load when you come on here. And it's just looks like a great big old mess, you all. A massive mess is what this looks like. Let's come over here. I wish I could go look at the other countries, but it really doesn't take me over there. If you were to go here, I mean, you can probably do this, Pacus. You can do Pacus right here and do this animation. Yeah, this is one of the areas that I do like to look at. This. Oh, wow, that was really wild. That was so wild. It was really, really wild. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, that's what's happening. There's a big UFO right there in the Pacific Ocean at 7:40. It's longer than the Hawaiian Islands. Okay, it's longer than the Hawaiian Islands. The chain of islands right there. That's right, everyone. That is exactly right. We're going to come back over here. We're just going to look at this full disc really fast, just for the sake of it, because it's nice to look at before I let you off of here, because I don't want to be on here too long at all. I don't. And you probably don't want to see this that long. And it is a little bit late. Whoa! What is that? You all, can you see that big old globe-looking picture? I didn't know it did this. But we're going to watch a loop. We're going to watch it doing a loop. It looks like an elephant. Well, it looks like an elephant. We're going to watch this, just the screen. I hope we're on just the screen to see what this is doing, because it looks kind of, this looks kind of wild, you all, whatever that is. Look at all of these flashes that happen on here. That don't even look real. They really don't look real. And it's not too appealing to look at. It's not. Let me come back here. Let me push this button to the just me. Yeah, so I am going to go, you all, because to me that's kind of boring to look at. It is right now. I'm already over it. I'm over it, you all. Yes, that's exactly right. I am just about over that, because that is kind of boring to me. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that anymore. That's okay. That is quite all right, you all. We looked at it. We saw what we wanted to see. And that's fine. That is perfectly fine to look at like that. Are y'all looking at me? Because I don't know who's on here. I guess I'm on here. I guess I'm on here. But it's okay. It is all right. It is quite all right. Look at this. Would you have thought that the Earth or the United States at night, why, look at all these lights. So it's supposed to be dark here right now. On the eastern side of the United States, It does look pretty cool if you look at these clouds, how they're manifesting. It looks really cool. Let's go into a 240. I do like looking at that. That's that little bit more realistic looking. Right there you are. It is. It looks like my it looks like we got a white screen happening. It doesn't really want to load. Oh, you can see me? Can y'all see the screen? Because you know what it's doing. I'm gonna push just the screen. It won't load. It's having a hard time trying to load. Isn't that weird? This doesn't want to load now. For some strange reason. I'm gonna try to push this to me. Now I'm gonna push it back to the screen. Hopefully you all can see the screen. So when you look at the ISS, whoa, did you see that yellow up there, you all? I got to make sure that you're all looking at that screen, just the screen, yes. Let me see, just the screen. Get that off of there. You all, I'm not too good at navigating. Okay, I can push the buttons. I just want to know, look at this. It's wild. Get this cursor out of the way. This looks really kind of wow. I think it needs to get through all. Look at that showed up. You see that big old blue thing that showed up on there? Why? This is doing the same thing that the live webcams does. Cuts out. There's something yellow up there that happens around the 1300 on the 13th of July. See that blue in the center? That shouldn't be there. And it's not an anomaly. Okay, it really isn't an anomaly. Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, we're looking at this. I'm trying to get this Go satellite to properly load the feed without all of this other stuff going on. But there's some strange anomalies happening on this satellite imagery of this particular area of the United States. No, we're going to look at this. This is not normal. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to investigate. When this rocker gets over here, we're going to stop it. We got to go frame by frame. Okay, if I'm going to make this as big as I can, but I got to still be able to reach this rocker. You can look at the time up here, the timestamp, because I want to see what each frame, see they've got the data missing right there, and it shouldn't have the data missing. It's missing again, so that's at July the 13th at 6:06. Okay, we're on 6:11. There could be something happening why it's missing like that. I hope the moderators and you're all able to keep up, because I'm not looking at anything but this silly screen. I'm so distracted by it. Actually, I'm caught up in it. I really kind of am. I wonder why these lines look the way they look here, but that I'm not supposed to be focusing on that. I'm trying to get to the big yellow there's a great big yellow triangle that shows up on this screen is what there is. I wonder if my voice can still be heard too. We're waiting for the anomalies to occur on this. Look at the center of right here. What is that in there? Yeah, let's look at this because it's strange. You have to go slow. Looked like something wanted to occur. Okay, now we have some occurrence happening. And more. Are these fires? Are these areas that are on fire? I think they are. I think those areas are on. Okay, you all see that? So this area right here has got a great big yellow square on it. Right there. So I wonder if something will happen in this particular area of the United States. 2 days maybe from this date right here. Maybe 2 days, 2.5, maybe. I don't know, but it could. But it may not. Let's look at this. Because there's more missing data. I want to see the great big blue thing that happens on the bottom. If we can get to that, we just got to watch it. And these products right here, they're available to the public for you to use, which is really nice. You can use their products. How much longer do we got to go? I am tired of clicking. Well, that serves me right. That serves me right, you all. I got impatient, and look what I did to the screen. I made it go blank. I made it go blank. Gina, you did it now, you all. Oh my gosh, Gina. You did it now. You made your screen go blank. That's all right, you all. It is. If you're all still on here. Yeah. Oh, it looks like, I don't know what's happening. I really don't. Alberta, I'm going to peek over here to see if I can see anything happening. I think I might have disconnected myself. No, I didn't, you all. I did not connect. I didn't disconnect myself. I'm still on here. That's great. That's so wonderful. I didn't know because this goes satellite imagery because I was impatient and I didn't want to click anymore, and I made my screen have to reload. So you can see what's happening. Whenever you see those occurrences occurring, it's really not normal. It's not. See there, where was the blue? The blue happened. Oh, okay, right at the end. We're going to watch that blue when it comes back around. I'm going to pause it when it comes back around so we can see that blue. There it is. Right there. So let's just call this a great big UFO too, right in this area right here. It's like near the Gulf of Mexico, but it's way down here by this area. So, now let's see, maybe something's happening in this area. Maybe it could be something might happen in this area when you see those like that. I'm serious too. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right, you all. It's just, if you're just tuning in, I was just trying. It looks really neat. It really does. To see how these clouds look. If you let's just zoom up. Let's let it do this and look at these. How they literally are like how the clouds are manifesting. Look at that. Look how these literally just spread off. It like they just spread off on here. They just poof and spread off. That is so wild. Is that not the wildest looking thing? That is so wild. They go poof, is what they do. They literally appear out of nowhere. And then they just span out. I'm waiting for this thing to it really makes a person think, how are those clouds able to do that? That is really, really strange looking. Let's look over here, you all. Looks like they got some type of force of their own. It doesn't look natural to me. It really doesn't, how they are literally, they like puff up like a thing of smoke in the air. And I apologize for this blinking. I don't know what it's doing. I really have no idea why it wants to blink so much, but it does. That is so neat to watch. The manifestation of those. It's really mind-boggling. You think that these are in life forms? Some people think that maybe these might be computer-like up there in the sky doing that. And if you were to come over to here, looking at them all manifest. It's like they're targeted in certain areas when they're doing their manifesting. It's like a big old puff of smoke. All right, y'all, this is making me sleepy. This is making me a tad bit sleepy. But I'm just supposed to be showing this. That's it. There's a great big UFO in the Pacific Ocean. It's longer than the Pacific Islands. The islands, the Hawaiian Islands. We're just going to call it a UFO just for the sake of it. That's what I think I'd like to do. Just call it a UFO for the sake of it. It does, Pauline. It looks so wild. It looks so wild. That weather looks so wild on there. Yeah. So we could, like, look at that. Gina, can you get that off of there? Yeah, I can. Let's let you look at that. Probably if I didn't do so many of those. They just puff right up there. It's like the fireworks all of their own. Well, you all, I probably am going to go because I've been on here a long, long time, and I apologize for making it so long. I really do. Because it might get old to some people looking at the same thing. But I do want to thank you all. I want to thank you all for coming and watching do this. Because I haven't done this on my live stream for a long, long time because I don't know how the connection was going to be. But it's okay. It's quite all right.